Zachariah, what can I do for you?
I need allies to fight Victor in the ASC.
Then you came to the right place. The bastard came to our doorstep and threatened us. Sent thugs to capture one of our own who came in peace, seeking refuge. There's not a day that goes by that he doesn't grab and gain more power. The time's come to bring Victor down. You not only have me on your side, Mancer, but all of Noctis.
Now that we are at full strength, we must devise a way to compromise Victor's popularity at the Assembly.
I've got a lead. There's this grizzled old general who's been bitching about the lack of info he gets about Aurora. Right now, he's the only one with the balls to call Victor the Dictator incompetent. According to him, the Aurora Dowser's down shit creek and may have been booted off his post. If we can prove that General is right and isn't just some senile old man, maybe the Army's head honchos will be pissed enough at the Colonel to kick his buns in the sun.
We would need hard evidence.
I'm almost positive that Dandolo can help us. Noctis sends merchants everywhere, after all.
We also have some connections with Technomancers over there. They should be able to tell us what happened.
We could try Anton. Aurora's a little far, but there's no place that's safe from Anton's little birds.
It's a start.
Even if abundance is run from the top down, members of the Assembly would pay attention to uprisings. Some of your local allies could help you stir up some anger in the masses. The ASC has made their lives miserable for months. People are arrested on a whisper, live huddled in fear. It would not take much to spark the powder keg.
It's a good idea, but we can't influence entire populations by ourselves. We'd need allies hidden among the people.
Back when I was an artist, I got into some altercations with Assembly members who thought my shows were blasphemy. Maybe it was because I didn't say "Hail to the Shadow" 50 times. I can't say for sure, but if we could get them to think that Victor isn't a devout believer, we could get the large religious sect of the Assembly to revoke their support and demand his banishment. Or we could just give them a little nudge in the right direction by making them believe Victor steals relics for his own use.
We'd have to stage an elaborate setup, but I like it. After all, Trickster must get what he gives. We'll need volunteers that could pretend to be ASC. The plan is right up Anton's alley. It's possible for Dandolo or the opposition to help us out too.
One last thing. I was told the High Judge endorses all of Victor's decisions, even though I know for a fact that he hates him, which is more than a bit strange. The judge is such an honest man.
Or if you're in the mood to make a scandal, I've got everything we need. Did you know that Victor employs young women to worm out information on men he keeps tabs on? And I'm not Victor, but I have a feeling he used that info to blackmail these same men. If we can prove it, the Assembly would have a major meltdown. Their beloved colonel, a pimp. To find evidence of his trafficking, we could look for the orders he gave his goons. Have you seen his hands? Far too immaculate to be doing this dirty work himself.
The Vori aren't doing anything about it. Must be profiting from it somehow. This is a dead end. We need to find a new approach.
Indeed. How's this? I've heard that a small faction of the Assembly blindly backs up Victor, no matter how crazy the project is. So I believe it almost certain that their chief of this faction was bribed. So unless we bribe him ourselves, we'll have to silence him.
It's not ideal, but I have no way of finding out what dirt the ASC has on that man. We'll have to go without his support and hope we can get enough voters elsewhere.
All these ideas will indeed cut off Victor from his support network.
But
This is going to sound self-interested, but if we could help the mutants escape from the pen, it would expedite the Colonel's downfall. The people and the Assembly would be outraged to know that after decades of civilized control, Victor was the one who couldn't keep them in check. I'd like to see the Colonel try to justify his mistake of so many slaves, particularly ones notorious for their feeble minds.
no, it's not selfish. It's a good plan. We're gonna help mutants in the pen prepare their escape. After a mass breakout like that, his reputation will never be the same. Thank you, all of you, for the ideas. Now let's make them happen.
Greetings, Zachariah.
Rumor is Aurora's Dowser was deposed. I need to know it's more than rumor, though. If it's true, we might be able to convince some members of the Assembly that Victor needs to go.
Even though I don't like the idea of continuing the conflict between Abundance and Aurora that has caused so much suffering, if it's what needs to be done to dethrone Victor, I have a few contacts among Aurora's Technomancers. They're not quite brothers, but they're at least like cousins. And I've heard their messengers nearly always follow one particular shadow path. Let me show you. This one here. If you go, you may be able to stop one of their couriers. If the news you're expecting is as important as you say, I'm sure it will be in the documents they are carrying.
Thanks, Melvin.
Zachariah, I've received a message from Dandolo. He has some information on the disappearance of Patience.
Really? Did he learn where he was taken?
The ASC had him locked up in an old dome near Ophir. In his message, he says that it's a dome that Technomancers used to use. Does this sound familiar to you?
Hard to forget. Yes. That's where initiations would take place before a mantis destroyed everything. We'll have to go free him. The place must be teeming with soldiers fighting for Victor. But we can't leave the old Technomancer in their hands. I think we got everything you need. You able to fix the pump now?
Yeah, I got this shit on lockdown. Give me the parts. Shouldn't take long.
Hi.
Zachariah, to what do I owe this privilege?
I got your well taken care of. No more creature and it runs like new.
A man of your word. Take this for your time and help. And if you have more time to help us. A serious matter has come to my attention. Our observers in Ophir report that a mutant group there now faces execution. Punishment for refusing to complete their tasks.
Probably fixing the city's shutters. Aurora's attacks blew a hole in Ophir's roof, considering how important it is to get it fixed.
Humans hurt other humans and mutants face death. Yes. Well, they are being held apart from the rest. They must be saved, Zachariah.
I'll do what I can. Can't guarantee anything, though.
Your best is better than our nothing. My brothers in Ophir have suffered enough.
enough water for my plants again.
Yes, all thanks to Phobos' human friends.
People are very devout. I always thought it strange, because religion is used to justify their slavery. But I suppose the past has just as much mystical attraction for mutants as for humans.
You have to look past the religious and racial aspect of it. Learning about the ancient colonists is important for both mutants and humans. Think of all the knowledge we lost over the years thanks to war. Think of what we could learn.
Welcome, welcome. What's your pleasure? What are you looking for?
I'm looking to buy some ASC uniforms.
Not an easy thing to come by, but if you're willing to pay high enough.
I'll take them all.
That's what I'm talking about. Making business.
Do you have any relics?
Things from the old settlers? Yeah, a few. 3 in very good condition. If you want them, I'd happily trade for some serum. Lately, I've been running low.
You're a robber, right?
Don't like that word. Don't consider myself that. I recover things people leave behind in the desert. I take nothing from nobody. Got cool things, though. Collect it, repair it, trade it.
When you say people who left stuff in the desert, you talking about settlers?
Sure. Yeah, in part. Found some settler items in the ruins, but my stock is interesting things from all over. Shadow paths, and even places pretty much in the middle of nowhere. I even found an old rover. Out of commission and in bad shape, yeah? But there was some cool parts I salvaged. The driver was dead, so I figured I could make better use of it than him.
I see.
Zachariah, what can I do for you?
I need your help. I'm trying to compel some assembly members to withdraw their support for Victor.
You have my attention.
There's a fraction of religious assembly members that would be appalled to learn Victor keeps certain relics for personal use. And if they did, it's all but certain that they would drop their endorsements and exile him.
And how exactly do you plan to prove that?
Oh, just by making Victor's relic collecting a little more visible to the public eye. Imagine a few ASC agents carrying relics, along with orders stipulating that they bring these objects to the Colonel. They're chugging along until they bump into a group of concerned citizens who insist they bring the relics back to the proper authorities.
Ah, so I guess you'll play a concerned citizen while my men dress up as ASC agents. They won't be flattered, but if you provide the costumes, they'll take care of the rest. I am pleased to know that my use of disguises inspired you. Perhaps we'll own a theater together someday. Anyway, you can count on me.
Mr. Mансер, I was sent by an important citizen. He's in need of your help and promises great support in return. He is waiting at the curiosities for you.
I'm guessing you're not gonna give me this important citizen's name.
No, just, he says he already owes you his life. I need to go. Can't risk people seeing us together. Goodbye.
Feel like an idiot. Feel like any jackass with 2 eyes is gonna know we're frauds.
Relax. No one besides Victor's gonna find out what's going on. I promise you.
Traitor!
Does he think he is?
Signing a truce with
Coming in the bar and throwing you a mission like he owns you?
After everything they've done.
Powerful guy who's used to getting his way.
Powerful guys are.
Hate being whatever. Right, yeah.
Your Honor, I wish I'd known. You sent me that message?
I need to talk to you. I've kept an eye on you since you saved me. I never believed the lies the Colonel's been spreading about you. I just, unfortunately, did not know how I could be of help. Victor is a power-hungry sociopath, driven by his personal goals, destroying abundance. I've known it for years, but I could never do anything about it.
Why not?
4 years ago, my son disappeared, and soon after, I started receiving messages telling me that if I ever wanted to see him alive, I needed to make certain decisions in my court. I never knew for sure who was behind it, even if I had my suspicions. Only recently did it become clear. Every decision I was instructed to make cleared the way for Victor's rise to power. He's holding my son, making me his puppet. It has to stop. For my son, for abundance. Do you hear me? I have seen your strength with my own eyes. Save my son, and I promise you will not from this day forward fight the ASC alone. With my influence in the Assembly, I could easily have you reinstated.
I just want Victor to fall. That's enough for me. Any idea where he might be holding your son?
I wish I did. I know the ASC has secret facilities. Some say they're in the underworks. I don't know. Hearsay, perhaps. But if true, maybe someone in the army or mutants who helped build them might know better.
I'll do my best, Your Honor. I promise.
have to eliminate some of the guards if we hope to talk to my people. A guilt-free task, given the act's most of the engagement.
There he is! Get him!
Hey there.
Hello? What does the man want?
I'm Захария Mансер. I'm an ally of the Free Mutants, and I need some information.
She is listening, but is not sure she can help.
I know the ASC's got secret facilities somewhere in the city, probably in the slums. Probably use mutants to build them. I need to find them. You know where they are?
The man was lucky to find her. She worked to build the place. She knows the path under the source that leads straight to it. She can show it on a map.
Thanks. Yeah, that'd be a big help. Hey, are you the chief around here?
He is, yes. I am the chief of those who do not willingly bow to men. Do you wish to punish me?
We are here to help you organize an escape. You can trust Захария Mансер. He has saved many of our people already.
Beg? But I thought... Oh, you were playing a fool. Smart.
I was Beg, but I come to you as Phobos.
Phobos, the legend himself. And to think we had pegged you for a drooling Dumbo. Sorry, sir. I feel like I'm dreaming. A human? Offering to help us? I won't say no, but I hope I don't wake up soon. I need explosives so we can blast our way into the underworld. But I cannot make any here. They would spot any contraband on me right away. If you can find explosives, we'll be able to make a hole big enough for us to escape through. And I need to warn some groups. You'll also need to give a rousing speech. Many of them are terrified of disobeying humans. But maybe they'll listen to you. Anyway, there's one last problem.
What?
We have a mole. There's a brother here who works for the humans. I haven't figured out who, but if we don't flush him out, our escape plan will have failed before it even began.
Any idea how to blow his cover?
Not sure, but if the human brings up our legendary icons, like Phobos or Scum, he might try to overdo it, and sing their praise to the moons.
All right, I'll take care of it.
This is still so odd, but I thank you.
Hey.
Hello, man. Can he help you?
If he can tell me about Scum and Phobos, maybe.
He has never heard those names.
If you're not a mole, why didn't you try to escape with the rest?
He is scared. He has seen brothers caught trying to do so. The brothers were beaten, and worse, there is no escape. There is only death.
I'll give explosives to your chief. When I give the order, he'll make a breach leading to the underwork. And by going that way, your people can slip into the canyon undetected. No patrols, no violence, and you can finally be free.
Explosives? We could smuggle that in then. Yes, we could. Yes, I'm beginning to believe. Maybe we can succeed. Count me in.
Hello?
What does the man want?
I just want to know more about Phobos and Scum, if you wouldn't mind talking.
He knows nothing of those names. Those names are not from the pen.
All right. You don't want to get out of here, do you? Why?
He does. He wants... If we try to leave, we will be killed like dogs.
Believe it or not, a lot of you have gotten out of here and are living freely now. Scum escaped from prison camp with a lot of his brothers. That's how he became a legend. You know where he is today? Ruling Mutant Valley, waiting for all of you to join him, if you want.
I have heard. Stories are told among us when we break. He would like to join being free. He would. Yes. He would. Tell whoever is in charge that he is ready to be free. I can't stay here while my brothers escape. Tell the chief I am ready to break free too.
Hi.
Hi. What can he do for the man?
He can tell me what he knows about Phobos and Scum.
He knows only they're mutant rebels. Escaped with many mutants to create a mutant nation that is the enemy of Mother Abundance. Traitors who were hiding far from here. Somewhere he does not know.
Wow, looks like we found our mole.
Man, are they a bunch of pussies. You gotta get some balls. Get hungry to kick some ass. What the hell do you need to convince them for?
They're scared, Amelia. Their spirits have been broken.
I know, but they got a chance to be free. Get excited! Just saying.
Fortunately, this is beyond my skill level. Fortunately, this is beyond my skill level.
What does the man want?
Quiet. Shut up. Scum sent me to free you and bring you to the Underworks. You should be able to get out from there.
Scum sent you? Yes. Thank you. They had stopped hoping they could ever escape. They will follow you wherever you lead. If they go that way, man, they will die. They must go to the Underworks like man said earlier.
Here we go. Through this trapdoor, you'll reach the underworks, and from there, the canyons. The mutants and merchants will be more than happy to take you in, and bring you to Mutant Valley. Go on. You're free now. Unfortunately, this is beyond my skill level. Fortunately, this is beyond my skill level. Greetings, Mr. Law. I know you're a religious man, and from one man of faith to another, I wanted to give you these relics, and this message.
Relics? Where did you recover these?
Some friends and I overheard several ASC soldiers. They were gonna deliver these relics to Victor for his personal use. We were outraged by their sins. So as they made their way to the Colonel, we stopped their blasphemy from going any further. We attacked them and recovered these relics.
How despicable! Colonel Victor must be corrected if he feels he could desecrate our relics. Anyway, you showed great bravery, young man. We need more heroes like you. The Shadow won't forget you. I am sure of it. I'll return the relics to the People's House right away. And like all of us, the Colonel will pay for his sins. I'll tell my friends. Victor will receive our support no longer!
Thank you, Mr. Law. I'm so glad I did the right thing.
Get him!
Captain, good to see you. So what did you learn?
Strange things. Scott Seeker was, apparently, much more respected back in the day. He even managed to convince the army at one point that he could heal and trigger mutation. The idea of triggering mutations apparently really got some interest. And the Army launched a new division and put him in charge. Even brought him a few mutants to run tests on, one of which was his son. Obviously never went anywhere. Nobody got healed. The program was shut down, and the mutants, including his son, were terminated. So sad. Almost makes you want to look at the old man differently.
Yeah, sure does. Thank you, Captain.